Good morning everyone. This is Saturday the 20th of September 2025, Hill Livery Strangles / Sick Horses update. Let me give you an update on the strangles situation before I fill you on the rest. So we've had no new outbreaks, but that doesn't mean we've got rid of it. The horses that have had it 8 weeks ago, they were tested this week. 4 of them were tested. One because he needed to move home to a completely isolated situation in the most gorgeous setup, and he has tested negative. So he has left us and gone home, but under all of the correct protocols. And I'm really delighted for his owner to have him at her house. The other 3 that had it the longest, Tom, Harley and Arlo, they've all tested positive still. So it's a lingerer. It's not going away anytime soon. In fact, Arlo is in, and you will notice it. I probably look rough, and it is dark outside, and coats and hats on because I've been here most of the night. Well, last night I've been in the yard every 2 hours. The night before I've been here every hour. I have 2 really sick horses at the moment. So this is Darcy. She looks really sick. And this one doesn't look so sick now because I think we've turned a corner. And this is Bertha. Bertha is allowed small hay nets. You will notice that they have both got cold wraps on their front legs. They are suffering from some form of toxicity, and we don't know what's caused it, and I can stab at speculations about what's caused it, but actually we can't get to the bottom of it, and all of the things that we come up with, something else comes along. So we're treating them, how their blood test results come back and how they react and how their temperature, pulse and respiration. Again, really important that you know their TPR. Darcy, she keeps fluctuating. She has got some form of infection as well. Darcy's mum has just had a baby, so everything on her plate. And I am so fortunate to have the best owners and the best team of people around me that are basically allowing me to go with ideas and to see how we can get it. I'm also lucky that I've had 2 sets of ice vibes here, so they've had the cold boots on because of the toxicity. Darcy already once in her life has had laminitis before she came to us. In fact, she came to us with it for us to get rid of it. So we have, and we keep her on close monitor so she never goes out on frozen grass and things like that. So I call her my little cupcake because honestly she is an absolute adorable, but she's really sick. She's just given me a present when I came back along here. There was a poo waiting for me, which is absolutely delightful. So yes, I'm exhausted. Do I care? No. These horses have got to get better. We've been running bloods, and one of the girls here, one of my other livery owners, took them to hospital day before yesterday, and then Bertha's owner took them to hospital yesterday to get them tested as quick as possible. So we're getting results and acting on that. They're on drugs. I've got a whole sideboard of different concoctions. They've just had phenidine paste now. At 11 o'clock last night they had paracetamol, which we've crushed up in a coffee grinder because Bertha's having 30, Darcy's having 25. That's an awful lot of paracetamol to crush up in between 2 spoons. The one thing I've been asked to question this week, and it was my plumber that asked the question, is how their stomachs were, because I'm saying gutter or pouch, so assuming it's in the gut. No, so we were like, no, they are. I'm just trying to get my hand on camera. They're here basically. So just in case anybody's watching this didn't know that, they are up here, not in the gut. But I thought it was a really valid question. And then somebody else who was my old PE teacher, she asked an amazing question and said, can the horses be exercised? And the answer is, if they are not showing serious clinical symptoms but they are still testing positive and you are in a safe environment, then yes. If like Harley, Arlo is slightly different. He's in because he's lost a front shoe and he's not quite right, so he's in for investigation. But Tom, they look great there. Their stats are absolutely fine. So as long as you're disinfecting everything, yes. And believe me, I have disinfectant everywhere. So I'm in a little group of 4 stables here, and I've got disinfectant, I bring all the feed and everything else I've got in. Darcy's allowed to try small amounts of food. Bertha is now on small hay nets that are soaked, trying to keep their legs cold so that we don't get toxic laminitis. And then I can go in when I disinfect myself and get a coffee. And that is my next port of call. So I'm sorry for the long video. Most of the horses are great. My owners are chomping at the bit to do something, and I absolutely don't blame them. I can't say that it's been a brilliant week. I'm also sporting a black eye because my posh pony decided he really wanted to come in, even though he doesn't need to and he wasn't sick, but he did, and he clonked me around the head and nearly knocked me out. But I'm fine. These two horses are fighting. I had my knacker lady on call night before last, because I really thought that they weren't going to make it. In fact, we all thought they weren't going to make it. So it really has been touch and go. My owners have been incredible. My team of staff have been immense, and everyone comes up with ideas. And Darcy's allowed to eat small amounts of food. We don't want to give her high sugar, but we need to get something into her. My vet team have been brilliant. In fact, my on-call vet will be in at 8:30 this morning. So it's about 5 a.m. in the morning now. I've got my laptops with me because there's no point in going back to bed now. I've mucked out these two. And thanks for your comments. Hopefully I'll give you an update in a few days' time, and it'll be a positive one. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for my little cupcake, my little Darcy. I mean, she's not mine, but I love her. I do love her. I love Bertha as well. She's lovely, but she's almost turned a corner around, and she's like, yeah, I'm independent and fine. Anyway, I've whittled on too long, taken too much of your time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you. I really mean thank you. And I will see you all soon.